Hello, good morning, student. I am Muhammad Ashraf Imam. I am a teacher of Academy. I welcome to your student YouTube channel Research Man Academy. Today I will teach Geography Chapter 2 Population. In my previous classes, I have taught you population, size of population, overpopulation, underpopulation, factors which affect the population. Also, student, I have taught you density of population. But in this class, I will teach change in population size. We know, student, an official counting of population is known as a census. It is done in every 10 years. It is done periodically to show changes in population size. At present, the human population on the earth is more than 7.5 billion. The population has grown to this size over a long period of time. Changes in the size of population depend mainly on the birth rate and death rate. The number of live births per thousand people in a year is called birth rate, while the number of deaths per thousand people in a year is called death rate. The difference between these two rates gives the natural increase, which is the main factor responsible for population growth. If death rate is more and birth rate is less, then we can talk about population will not increase, it will decrease. If the birth rate is more and death rate is less, population will increase. We can understand with the help of this table the growth of world population. We talk about population year in which raised interval 1 million population 1800 more than 1 million years 2 billion 1927, that is a 127 years. Say we talk about 7 billion population in 2011, that 12 years ago. If we study this table, we can understand the growth of population. The population of a region may also change due to the migration, that is movement of people into and out of it. When the number of immigrants, inward migrants entering a country exceeds the number of immigrants, outward migrants leaving the country, the country's population increase. For example, if some people who belong to other parts of the world, for the other countries of the world, for example, we talk about Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, they enter India and they start living in India, that is our population will increase. It means they are known as immigrants. And when the immigration exceeds immigration, the population decreases. Migration can take place within and between countries. That immigration, I am talking about the migration. For our Indian people, migrate from one place to another, one state to another state, one town to another town in search of good education, medical facilities and job. Generally, people migrate to places where they can get more food and resources and better opportunities of employment, education and healthcare. They migrate. For example, we talk about student, metropolitan cities and big towns of India, we find more population. Why? In metropolitan cities, all types of resources are available. Same industrial town, for example, we talk about Mumbai, we can talk about Surat, Chandigarh, if we talk about Bangalore. In this town, we get more population, more people live there because the job opportunities are available there, education facilities and healthcare. Hence, there is a migration from less developed countries such as Sudan and Bangladesh to more developed countries such as the USA and Australia. For the same reason, there is a migration within a country from village to urban areas. Now, student, I am going to teach about patterns of population change. How it means the population of the world grew very slowly as both the birth rate and the death rate were high. For example, birth rate is high. For example, 1000 the birth rate and death rate is the same 1000. 1000 students and 1000 children are born and 1000 children die. Maybe the 1000 people died. What? Birth rate and death rate we cannot find it as an increment of the population. With the passage of time, especially after the Industrial Revolution, the condition of living improved, better medical facilities were developed, and the production of food increased, bringing down the number of deaths caused diseases and starvation. Thus, the death rate declined and the population began to grow at a faster rate. Now, students, talk about about 2020. One disease has spread in the world. It is known as the COVID-19. Many people died and many people are suffering with the disease. The gradual increase in the world's population is shown in table 2. We have to study. Already I have taught. I have shown the table 2. You will notice that it took more than 1 million years for 1 million years for the human population to reach 1 billion, but it took only 12 years for it to rise from 6 billion to 7 billion. This table will help us to understand. The rise in the growth rate of population led to a number of problems, including shortage of food, unemployment. We find the scarcity of facilities. We find the scarcity of education facilities, medical facilities, and even houses. It soon became clear that with the limited resources of the earth, food production could not be increased at rate at which the population was increasing. So effort began to be made to control the birth rate to ensure that there would be enough food for all. The resultant fall in the birth rate has lowered the rate of population growth. The rate of population growth varies with time and it's different in different parts of the world. Now, student, you can understand that developed countries experience a high rate of population growth when they succeeded in lowering the death rate. Because developed countries, people are more literate. Later on, these countries also succeeded in the lowering the birth rate, thus slowing down the growth of population. The facility required for lowering the death rate reached the relatively less. Developed countries. More recently, these countries have managed to reduce death rates substantially but continue to have high birth rates. This is mainly because people in these countries are not aware of need to control population growth. At present, Africa, Asia, South America, and Australia are experiencing a higher rate of population growth than Europe and North America. We know, student, China is the most populous country in the world and India is the second populous country in the world because China has made rule to curb population, but India has not made any rule to curb population. Maybe India will become the most populous country in the world in 2020. It is a projection. Now, student, I am going to teach to you characteristics of population. The population of a region comprises male and female, young and old, working and dependent people. That proportion of different categories of people in a population help us understand and the qualities of that population. We can understand about age composition, sex ratio, working and dependent population, and population pyramid. First session I am going to teach about age composition. The population of countries comprises three broad groups: people aged below 15 years, people aged between 15 years and 65 years, and people aged above 65 years. The relatively advanced countries have more people aged above 65 years in the population than less advanced countries have. This is because better living conditions and medical facilities have resulted in higher life expectancy in these countries. Life expectancy is the average number of years a person is expected to live. Now, sex ratio. The sex ratio gives the relative number of females and males in the population. It is expressed as a number of people per thousand males. In most Asian countries, including India, there are more males than females. This is largely due to the general neglect of females throughout the continent, leading to their early death. According to the 2011 census report, there are 940 females per thousand males in India. This is a contrast to the situation in developed countries where females have a higher life expectancy and generally outnumber males. In India, we talk about student about India. In India, there are some states where population are more of girls, and some state population of the girls are less and boys are more. For example, we talk about Haryana, where it means female population per thousand is less in Haryana. We talk about Maharashtra and same. Even Delhi, we find the same in Rajasthan. But more population we find in some state of India like Kerala. 1024 females per thousand males. Now student, I am going to teach about the working and dependent population. Children aged below 15 years and old people aged above 65 years usually do not contribute in production. They depend on the working population for the goods and services they require. Generally, people aged between 15 and 65 years comprise the working population. This section of population is engaged. This section of population is engaged in agriculture, industry, trade, and other economic activities. This section supports the dependent population in most advanced nations of the world. The percentage of dependent population is low. Now, with the help of population pyramid, we can understand. Population pyramid, also called an age-sex pyramid, is a diagram which helps us study the age-sex composition of population. It divides the total population into 5 age groups. It shows the number of people or the proportion of the total population in each age group separately for males and females. It thus gives us number or proportion of males and females in the working and dependent population. It also tells us about the birth and death rate and the life expectancy. Such information help us plan for future needs. For example, high death rate would mean the need for better medical facilities. A large proportion of young people in the population could mean the need for more schools and colleges to educate them, and so on. The age-sex composition of the population and hence the needs of people are different in countries at different levels of the development. The population pyramid in figure 3 we can see now. This is will help us understand this better. Healthy and educated people of working age can contribute at a lot towards a country's economic development. Hence, it is desirable for every country to have a large proportion of its population in this category. Now, I am going to tell about some points which is very important for you, like population. Population means all the people living in an area. Human resource, people who work to produce goods and services, give a country its literature, music, art and culture, and impart education and skills to other people. Overpopulation, a condition in which the population is so large that the available resources are not enough for all the people to get basic necessities. Now, overpopulation. Now, underpopulation, I am going to teach a student a condition in which the population is so small that there are not enough people to utilize the available resources. Factor influencing the distribution of population: physical factor, landform, climate, soil, availability of water, availability of minerals and power resources. Non-physical factor or human: political stability, availability of educational and healthcare facilities, presence of industries and employment opportunities. Now I am going to teach about density of population. The number of people per unit area of land is known as density of population. Census, an official counting of population which is done in every 10 years. After 10 years, after 10 years, it means after 10 years census is done in our country, in India. Birth rate, number of live birth per 1,000 people in a year. Death rate, the number of deaths per 1,000 people in a year. Nature increase. In the difference between the birth rate and the death rate. Immigrant, an inward migrant or person moving into a country. Immigrant, an outward migrant or person leaving a country. Sex ratio, the number of females per 1,000 males. Working population, the section of population generally aged between 50 and 65 years that is engaged in agriculture, industry, trade and other economic activities. They are known as working population. Dependent population, the section of population generally aged below 15 years or above 65 years that usually does not contribute in production but depends on the working population for goods and services. Population pyramid, a diagram which helps us study the age-sex composition of a population and also tell us about the birth rate and death rate and the life expectancy. Now student, I think you have understood population chapter. Today I have completed this chapter. I will send you exercises on your Teno app. So please listen this video carefully and make short notes in your notebook. I will check your copy. Have a nice day, student.